teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing.
You
Non-profit,
already
educational, or personal.
know.
I got some
This is
big
about to
tea.
be
You messy and I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me. This not about me. This ain't about me. I know I got limits.
Clock.
How was you well? How was you well?
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
And wait 1 minute, okay? I'm not here to destroy nobody, bully nobody, or intimidate nobody. I'm just putting out the stuff that you put on social media publicly. All right, y'all. Enjoy this clip.
Seemingly, everybody keep bringing up my situation of what happened to me. What happened to me. Yes, they get nosy at that age. Why? Why? Is they bored? Like, once people get older, like, it's not all people. I can't say all people, but it's like they gotta be in everybody's business. And it seems like she in everybody's business. I don't know. I don't know the woman personally, and I can't say anything bad about her. But one thing I do know, she do like to speak my name on some stuff. And it's really unnecessary because I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't really interact with nobody. Y'all see, I don't be on Facebook like that. Unless somebody's addressing something to me. But yeah, I wanted to speak about it because it seems like some people is getting my story wrong. Like it's flipped around off of what someone else said or what she said. Like, that's not the case. Y'all hearing it from the wrong people. Y'all need to be hearing it from the person that it happened to, or what happened. Because obviously what happened to the person, they can tell you. But how do I start this? Basically, when I went there, usually I go there for like summers. My dad never had like full custody of me. He never had full custody. So that's false right there. It's okay. But other than that, one, he never had custody of me, so that's false right there. Never had full custody of me. He don't even have full custody of Amora. I think everybody know that's a lie. But I had went there for that summer, and they kept asking me. I was on like, wait, hold on. It was like that one house. Where was that at? I'm not even gonna say the street. But we was on the stairs, and Bree and my dad was downstairs. So we get to a topic where me living there type of talk. And mind you, when I go with my dad, I usually go back to my mom. Because I did that when I was like 8 years old, when the course was involved. And I'm young. I don't know what's going on. I'm 8 years old. Like, there's a lot of adults feeding stuff into my head, so obviously I'm going to go with one or the other. So I wasn't really thinking clearly like that. But yeah, that day happened when they kept talking to me, trying to feed me into like living with them, what would happen if I lived with them, all this and that. That's when I told my mom I wanted to live with my dad. I wanted to give it another try, living with my dad, to see how it is. Okay, first week I was there, everything was cool. I was missing my mom really bad because, mind you, I lived with my mom my whole life. Anybody's gonna miss their mom if they live with them their whole life, especially like a person that they live with their whole life. That's the only person they know. That's the only person they're used to. Because my dad, he only got me on weekends, or he'll whatever. Like, he rarely got me. So I was really used to seeing my mom more than my dad. So basically, when I started feeling like that, I started going to school there down in Georgia. I started, and let me see if my friend outside. I wasn't even able to make a friend. But I was there for a couple, and I went to school there. This was the final school that I finally stayed at that I could actually possibly make friends, and I was happy to make one. Like I generally wanted to hang out with people, wanted to be a teenager. So I was a teenager trying to learn my body still, trying to make friends, fit in, because mind you, if a kid is constantly changing schools, they're going to want to fit in. They're going to want to do all this. Mind you, I'm the shy girl still. Like, nobody knows nothing about me because I am not going places where these kids are going. And I was really like basically the girl that's dad famous and not going places with people my age. So basically with that, the whole situation started. Mind you, I kept coming in from school. It was always it was really no hello. Like, normally you would think your parents like, hello, how was your day? How was school? How is this? Do you need help with your work? It was none of that. And I used to get that with my mom, so I wasn't really used to that. My mom always asked me, do you need help with your homework? I can help you with that. It was more, I went to him with my homework. He was like, I don't know. I mean, I understand if you don't remember stuff from back then, but at least a little help would help. But, I mean, when I was down there, I had got a few bad grades, but it was more like, I'm going to take your phone. Maybe it's not the phone. Maybe it's because I need help with the work, and you're choosing to take away something that's not even going towards what I'm struggling in. But basically, they did that. They had took our phones. We had a curfew with our phones. We had cameras in our rooms, which I felt uncomfortable about that. I wasn't really used to adjustment because I never had cameras in my room watching me. Like, I had to get undressed in the bathroom because there was no camera in there. Like, it was just weird to me. So, that day had finally came when my friend at school, she had asked me, do you want to go to the mall with me? All the girls is going. I want you to come, because she knew I didn't have no friends. She was like my only friend there. And basically, I went home, got off the bus, came in. I was walking with Josh, Isaiah, Alden. We all had the same bus. Got off with them. I had finally had the courage to ask him because I didn't want to ask him. So I was scared to ask him from what the result was going to be. I didn't know. I was very scared. But, I think Bree was controlling the cameras. I don't know. I don't know who was controlling. I just know that we all had cameras in our room. But that day I had asked him, I went up to him. Bree was on the couch. He was on the couch. And basically, I went in there. Shyly, I went in there. I was like, Dad, I want to ask you something. I firstly asked Brianna, and she said, ask your dad. So I respected that, and I asked my dad. So I was like, Dad, can I go to the mall? This girl had invited me, and I wanted to go because I don't have friends like that. And her older sister, she's 28. And off the bat, he said no. Off the bat, from me saying 28. He gonna then say, that's still too young. I don't think that's an adult. And I was like, I asked why, because I need like a reason why can I go make friends. And basically, he said, I don't need to give you no reason. I said no. So I'm like a little sad, frustrated, like, why? Like, you have no reason. Like, I feel like you're trying to keep me trapped somewhere. And I at that time, I felt alone. Like, I didn't even have no friends. Like, I couldn't even talk to nobody. We couldn't even have our phones out only until the weekend. And mind y'all, I'm not bashing my dad. I'm not doing that at all. I'm telling what happened to me, what I experienced. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not saying who's wrong and who's right. I'm just saying what happened to me. But at the end of the day, I had said, I want to go home. Can you take me home? And I yelled that. Not as in, I never cussed. I never cussed at him. I think that's what he's saying. I cussed at him. I never cussed at him before anything. I cussed at him after he hit me. So I had said, take me home. I said that. I yelled that. He had followed me, and I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, Mama, I want to go home. Well, I want to come home. I want to come home. I want to come home. Nobody's embarrassed my dad. But anyways, I was saying, I want to come home. I want to come home. I want to come home. My mom was like, why? What's wrong? What's happening? My dad comes in with this big brown, like it was like one of them. I think some of y'all know what I'm talking about. That big brown belt, whatever. It was like one of the thick ones too. It was thick. Like when I say thick, it was thick. And it was like he came in, he looked angry on his face. He's like, why are you packing? I said, Dad, I want to go home. He take me home. He said, I'm not going to take you home. I'm not going to North Carolina right now. I said, please, kid, you take me home. Because I already, prior to that, not because of the whole mall thing, I did not do this all because of not going to the mall. I know. Prior to this, I wanted to go home because I felt like I wasn't getting the same what my mom was giving me, like, attention. I wasn't getting that. I wasn't getting no type of reassurance. I wasn't getting no type of, oh, how's your day? No hug, no nothing. It was more like a camera in my face, or I can't do this, I can't do that, or it was the slightest things that had bothered him. Like, he got mad when I wanted to do cheerleading. I wanted to be a girl. Like, I'm a girl. I want to do cheerleading. Maybe I'm not interested into basketball. He got mad at me for that. But that happened, and he has started hitting me out of nowhere. Like, I seen this person I never seen before. And y'all don't understand when somebody's angry to the point you don't recognize this person at all. Y'all don't see the same person that y'all seen when they were like still, when they were like quiet, when they were nice. Like, when I seen him get that angry, I never seen him get that angry before because I went to go back home. I never got therapy for it. I coped it with myself because so much happened to me, and I don't bring that up because obviously that's what happened to me. Maybe people went through several things and maybe went through, worse things, but I'm telling what happened to me. I'm not coming on here to bash nobody or say nobody's a bad person. I'm not coming on here to say he's a bad dad. I'm just saying from what my experience is and telling the truth of what happened to me and how that hurt me. Because my feelings during that moment, it was not validated. It was not seen at all. It was pushed aside. And when that all happened, I tried to get to the door. He dragged me by my leg and slid me across the floor and kept hitting me. I defended myself by grabbing a microphone and hitting him back because at that point I was bleeding on my arm right here, my thigh and my under leg. The next day I had bruises and they were turning green, purple. My friend had noticed it. And she's like, Desharia, are you okay? What? Who did this to you? What happened? What happened? I said, my dad. And she was like, do you need help? Like, what's wrong? I said, no. It was an accident. And I told her that. And she said, Desharia, that's not no accident. Your dad can't just do that. And like, someone else shouldn't have to come to me and basically feel sorry for me when my dad should have did that. After all that, yes, I cussed at him. I said, you're not my dad no more. I said, I don't fucking trust you. That's what I said. God, excuse my language. But I said that. I do know what I said. Did I mean I hate you? I did not mean that. That was a moment of anger and sadness. That was a moment of emotion. But I'm not gonna keep, for years, this been 4 years, this been so long, I'm not gonna keep having people thinking I'm a liar, I'm this and that. I'm not gonna be painted as this picture as someone who's lying about abuse or sexual assault or all this. Like, that's what happened to me. There's plenty of girls, teenage girls in general, boys, anybody that went through abuse, went through sexual assault, went through rape, all this and that. But when it comes to my story, it's like I have to be quiet about it. I've been quiet so long. And I tried so hard to amend it with him, but it's like an image, and I don't want to continue to do that. I'm not going to continue to do an image anymore. I love him with all my heart. That's my dad. I love him. Like, I have so much love for my dad. It's crazy because I stayed not saying anything for so long. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm going through a lot right now. And then plus this coming back up, that's trauma to me. I went to God so many times about it. I have. And I feel like that's not more than enough. And I feel like honestly, I do. I probably do need therapy for it. I probably do need a whole lot for that. But, Lord, I just wanted to come on here to address my story of what really happened. And I am sorry if I ever, he knows I am very sorry for what I said to him during that moment, for ever making him feel like he not a good dad, cause he is, but he made choices that maybe wasn't right, or he did stuff that maybe he shouldn't have did to that point. But maybe it may be too late for me, but it's not too late for him more. I told him, I texted him, I said, even though it may be too late for me to apologize and do all that, and just come back to me, you can do better for Amora. And that's what I want for Amora. That's all I want for Amora, is for him to do better for her. I could care less if it was me. I want him to do better for her. At the end of the day, that's my sister. I want him to do better for her, because I don't want her going through the same stuff I went through. She's still small. She's still innocent. She need to keep that innocence. I didn't keep mine that young. Like, mine was taken away from me. So, like, and I just want to come on here just to say, like, whoever's going through the stuff that I said, like, we gotta get through this. I mean, I'm not on here again. I'm not on here to bash. I'm not on here to make people feel sorry for me or anything else. I've been trying to get closer with God. I've been trying to do so much for myself. And I've been mentally exhausted from things. Being a mother. I love being a mother. But sometimes it get hard. So that's top on there. Getting a job, that's what I'm trying to do. Get through school, get through so much stuff, and then on top of that is this. So I just wanted to say that I'm gonna be getting off live.